We're back. We're back. And this right here, I had to turn my hat backwards because it's really time to get down to business, because this is something that I have found a true passion in because I have seen amazing results. When I first came to my boy Teague, I went, man, you know, I got this going on. I just got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know I'm going to fight. And I know that these pain medications and these nausea medications and the 20 different prescriptions that my doctors were giving me wasn't going to be going down my throat, because I didn't want all the nasty side effects that are going to come along with that for a long term. And then also with pain medication, getting hooked on all that stuff. So my boy says, all right, Gary, here you go. You got this, you got this, you got this. Now what I want you to do is, here's 3 plants. And I want you to take these home and start plucking the leaves and putting them in your juice and juice them. Put them in your smoothies. Chop them up and put them in your salad. And I was like, dude, are you crazy? And so he's like, man, just trust me. And that's why I called him, because I do trust him. And so I walk home and I come in the house and my wife says, Gary, what's going on here? You got 3 plants, 3 marijuana plants. I was like, babe, it's cannabis. These are CBD, high CBD, strands. So we're gonna just trust my boy. She said, okay, we trust him. We're gonna roll forward. So we have, and it's made a world of difference. So Teague, why and how did this come about? And tell us a little bit about what we do to introduce this plant to our bodies as a plant itself.
Right, as a vegetable.
As a vegetable. Sorry, you're right, vegetable.
Well, there's a couple things. First off, you're right. I know because of, some other cases I've dealt with, some other people I've dealt with, the real big thing I've seen and the big change I've seen on people has been in when they eat it, right? So I did a bunch of research on why, and I think we touched on it in one of the other episodes on, because you get the THCA and the CBDA. Those are the real healing properties.
You said the A property?
THCA, it's called acid. It's
okay.
the acid
yeah,
form of
we
the
talked
plant.
about that. That's right.
The only way you can get that is to eat it. And the only way you get that is from the raw plant. So the reason why I gave you those 3 plants that one day was because I know you've got family, you got your kids, now you got medical bills, all this stuff. And I understand this is gonna be an expensive journey for you, for you to get to where you need to be. And that's what I always tell people, well, the plant's a beautiful plant to grow. You're not that bad at, you can grow a plant.
Yeah.
So I gave you a healthy enough plant, and I just want you to strip that plant and eat it. Instead of worrying about, where am I going to get it? What's going to do? The best way for me to get THCA and CBDA in your system was do that. Because if you had to go buy those, and I had to do it, through extraction process and through my lab, it's expensive.
Yeah.
And so it was more that I just believe in the plant, and I would do that for anybody,
Yeah.
I happen to have a few strains that are, from the Charlotte's Web to the Canatonics, the Richness, we've got these high CBD strains, and I had an extra, and I just felt like, it'd be better for me to give it to you in that form and at the time in your life that you needed it, and because I knew how it helped. I've had people that, it depends. I've had people that were, I had a guy that had a bad case of leukemia, and he was having a really hard time and stuff, but he needed more of that acid. So I actually gave him, and he was having a lot of physical pain, so I actually gave him some of the plant while it was budding, and he would eat it. And literally, he saw huge changes in it. The doctor couldn't believe what was happening to him, what's going on. And it was because, I was getting so much of that TCA and CBDA, so it depends on where you are and what you're doing. Again, that's where I always come to, and that's why I always love what you were already doing with the vegetable thing and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think since we've been involved, I tend to call it more of a vegetable than I ever did, because I think of it like that now.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do all these other things, and there's other ways to do this, but let's start thinking about this like a food, not just as the hemp seed that you can go get at food, Whole Foods. Let's think about this plant and what you can do with it.
Right.
And that's really what it comes from, bro. And that's where, if there's any way I could get this to the masses, and the funny part is, all these leaves that we used to throw away, I used to have to hide, trying to get, didn't want nobody to know it was in there. Today, those are some of the best things I could be helping people with.
Right. And so that's what we're working on. What we're so excited about is actually being able to get that leaf, his very quality strands of CBD leaves to your doorstep without a problem. So we're working through the legalities and all the stuff and how we can actually get it fresh to your doorstep, and we will get there. It's going to take a little bit of time, but this is the stuff that we're trying to bring to you. We're not telling you to go buy our products because it's CBD. We want you to know what CBD is, what the different A strands and different strands of the CBD, and why different things happen to you when you're smoking certain things or using different lotions or tinctures, and what those ratios are, because why the knowledge is power. And what we're trying to do is give you knowledge to be able to take control of your life, because at the end of the day, we're really not in control of anything outside of what we can put into our body and treat our body with. I am in no control of what you do. I'm in no control of what my wife does. But at the end of the day, if we can just be knowledgeable and have the things that we need to do to better ourselves, I could show up better for you. I could show up better for you. I could show up better for my family. And I'm healthy and I'm feeling good and I'm energized.
Right.
I want you guys to remember this. I have stage 4 cancer. I'm in the middle of the fight of my life. I have a life-changing surgery happening in 6 days. All right? I'm sitting here in front of you with more energy and more life than I've ever had in my life, and it's because of what I've been doing. I've been doing things outside of my reactive medication called pills, in the form of all the pain medications that they've been shoving down my throat, all the different pills and things to take care of all the symptoms that I'm having.
Right.
But my main thing that I've been doing, that I've been just staying true to, is cannabis, full spectrum, and my water,
That water.
and my vegetables, and my supplements, and the things that I'm doing, and all that stuff, and obviously chemo and radiation. I can't discount that. But then most importantly, God has been taking care of all this, and there's a reason why we're together, and there's a reason why this is happening. And I think it's because we need to stop frowning upon this. We need to stop having society tell us that this is wrong, that this is bad, that there's a stigma behind it, and you can only get it if this and that and what. There's so much more to this plant that we need to understand than what is being given to you, and that's why we're here. And I'm tired of seeing you guys waste your money on products that aren't working for you, or you don't know why they're working. So that's why we're here too. This is for you. These products are for you, and we're offering them to you, and we're gonna get you the best prices.
And I promise, I don't care about the laws. I don't care about stuff. I've been doing this my whole life. I definitely will keep bringing it to people. I'll travel the world figuring this stuff out. I'm never gonna stop. They can't keep me down.
Right.
And it's guys like this that are doing it for us all.
That's what I'm talking about. So, that's where we're going with this whole thing. And I want you guys to understand there's a lot more content coming up. We're going to dive way deeper into this. We're going to talk about how we can actually grow sustainable gardens, not just vegetable, the typical vegetables, but the cannabis vegetable. How you can have that at your home to maximize your health for your future. Because why would you react to a disease? Why would you react to a problem when you can actually proact right now and get something going in your life that's actually going to make a huge benefit, and you're going to start seeing results right away? So that's what we're all about. And you don't need a magic pill. You don't need a magic potion. You don't need some magical workout plan. Just start doing things every single day that God has already given to you. We're presenting God's gifts in just different ways, different packaging, but it's all the same. Yeah. And the most important way you could do it is feed yourself like a vegetable. So Teague, my brother, listen, we've been going down this. We're gonna continue this path. Cool. But we're gonna dive deeper. We're gonna give more information. But right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop it here. We want people to go in here and experience these products. So hit the links right below. Get into the store. Check these things out. We've got the hottest prices in the market. We've got the hottest products. The most single source. He controls all of what's going in there. His team, they're knowledgeable. They've been studying it. They've been traveling the world. I just can't tell you enough about how important it is to know what you're doing and where you're putting it, because I'm going to tell you, you can look across the board of everything that I'm offering you and all the knowledge. We're going to talk about the realism of pesticides. We're going to talk about the realism of how important it is of what you're putting in your body when it's coming to the water you drink, the food you put in, the lotions you put on, the different things, because everything makes a difference, and everything could either be really bad for you or it could really benefit you. And we want to start working on that side of the pendulum. We want to start working over here, and that's where we're at. So proactive medicine.
All right.
We're going to
coin that. I'm here for you, brother, and I'm here for all of you.
That's right. That's where we're at. So Scorpion CBD, 420, 710, Scorpion all across you name it.
Anywhere in the world.
Yeah, you can find them anywhere. You look Scorpion at 420 and you can start finding all this stuff. But I have all the links right here. You're not gonna have to look anywhere else.
Nice.
My man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah.